Colleen asks, we will be in Walt Disney World over July 4th week. Not my choice of dates, but it's what it is. We are planning to be in Epcot on July 4th. I know that it will be very busy. We usually plan a midday break, but are afraid to leave the park for fear that we will not be able to get back into the park. Is this usually a problem? We do have ADRs for dinner in Epcot. If the park reaches capacity, will they let us in since we do have an ADR? Colleen, July 4th is one of those days where I'm really kind of nervous talking about. Last year, July 4th was like, on a scale of 10, was like a 6 or 7 in most of the parks. It wasn't that busy. It was crazy. The week of July 4th was a moderate to heavy week instead of the crazy crowd weeks it had been in the past. This is one of those places where the Disney ticket price, the new peak pricing, is really having an effect. The week of July 4th wasn't busy, wasn't crazy busy. Yeah, a lot of people will come out for the fireworks. But last year, none of the parks closed to new visitors. Typically, yes, July 4th, all the parks will get mobbed, especially in the evenings. My guess, if you were to leave like 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning, come back 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, even if they close the parks, it's usually later than that. It's usually closer to dark. So, but depending on the level of closure, if you have an ADR, you will not get. There is a point where they get to where they don't let anybody in. I can't tell you what's going to happen this year. I really can't. If it was last year, I'd given you totally different advice because of the crowd levels changed from 2015 to 2016 because of the new ticket pricing. Significantly changed. I can't tell you if that's going to happen again this year. My guess is, yeah, that's what I put on the crowd calendars this year, that the July 4th was going to be less busy than it has in the past. And my guess is that'll happen again. I don't think you'll have anything to worry about in Epcot. It's typically not the park that gets overwhelmed. It's typically the Magic Kingdom. But because there's a lot of places, a lot of people can get in Epcot. There's lots of room in Epcot that there's not in the Magic Kingdom. So my guess is you should be able to get in and out of Epcot that day. If you're worried about it, what I would suggest, here's what I would suggest. The bottom line is go to Epcot that day. If in the morning the crowds are overwhelming, don't leave. If they're not, leave, come back, try to be back in the parks by 3, just to be safe. That's what I would do.